Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator here in Stappenbach in Germany. And I'm just here at the shop because what I wanted to do, we're going to go and get some water today. Decided to go with the Fastrac 150, this is the Modern Classics DLC. And I was going to take the engine setup. You've got these different engine options, 65 kph, 75 right there. So if I go with that one there, we got narrow tyres, twins, rear twins, wide tyres. I'm going to go with just the standard tyres because we're doing road work on this. I'm going to buy that one. That's just 74,000. I was looking at the other Fastracs. The other ones are quite a bit more expensive than that. And I thought it was a bit much really just for going. Because if you look down through here, we've got that Fastrac there which is 70k. 225 horsepower is the base price. And that one there is still 165,000. So we'll go for the one that we've got here. And rather than getting the big tanker to start with, I was going to go into animals right there. I'm just going to buy the Joskin Aquitran 7300S right there for another 9,500. I figure it's quite a cheap option. And we can use that in order to have a run around and look for some water. And maybe we can also answer the mystery of where we're supposed to buy our Mutterind. Is it Mutterind? I think it's Mutterind. And yeah, so there's that mystery, but there's also the mystery of where we get water from, because I'm not actually sure. I'm sure there's going to be an option somewhere for getting water, and we will sort of have a little look around for that. We've got a 78 kilometers per hour top speed on this one. So we're going to head down this way, and first of all, we're going to go and look to the river and the big pond and see if we can get water from there. And if that's not an option, then we'll start looking somewhere else. And this tractor really does have a fantastic turn of speed. I love it. Look at this. This is absolutely brilliant. He does go a really good speed, this one does. There we go. Our Fastrac 150. This is absolutely perfect for getting the water. I'm actually thinking that we should get the water from here. See if we can just go... Right, actually, we'll try... I'm not sure which way around to go. Okay, probably didn't want to try doing it like that. We'll probably go in here. So my question for this week is, what would you like me to do for the next 4-week session? That is how we're doing the questions now, for those of you who are unfamiliar so far. I will ask you each 4-week session where you want me to go next, and then you can tell me if you want me to stay on this map for another 4 weeks or if we move to a different one. I'm just going to put that right in there because you normally have to go in quite deep to fill. Doesn't look like that's going to be an option for us, though. There's no fill option there. Right, okay. So, yeah, do you want me to stay here on Stappenbach for another 4 weeks? Or would you rather I moved onto the Horsch Agrovation map? Or the Welker Farms map, Valley the Old Farm, or Lone Oak Farm? So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. And I just want to try backing into this bit and see if this one is maybe an option, except that we can't. There's one thing I really don't like about this particular water tanker is you can never turn very sharp with it. So if you're trying to reverse it, you end up sort of just pushing the thing along sideways and it looks very unrealistic. Somebody did recommend I try a mod that actually increases the angle that you can turn at. And I haven't actually gotten around to trying it yet, but I think that I will at some point. And again, we've got nothing, so it doesn't look like we can use the rivers and the ponds for filling water, which means that we need to find a source of water somewhere. Now, it might just be that we need to have a look around our own little farm and see if we can find anything. Oh, hang on, what's this? What is that right there? Is that... hang on a minute. Must say it's because... Now, the Z was TS kind of sounded, so Wasser Entnahme. Wasser Entnahme. I have no idea what that means. Absolutely not a clue. We've got enter. We don't have any up, so it's not like a fill point. I'm wondering if this is actually the water. So let's go. If there's no other options, I can't do anything with it. So let me go into here a minute. We got horns sounding behind us. Yep, there's one of them. I'm sure there are. So let me go up to here and then try. Ah, right. That is the water fill point, and it's free. The water is free. Look, it doesn't cost anything. That's fantastic. And we're very, very close to the water fill point. So that means that we don't have very far to carry it at all. But it's, I'm wondering if we kind of overstep, you know, if we jump the gun a little bit by buying a whole tractor for this. We can go and take this water tanker back, and we can go and get another one. Still pretty quick. We can come in this side here. You don't have to go into the other one, so we can just come straight round there through this side. Yep, we go straight through, and I've stuck the Xerion saddle track up there for a minute. Now, where do we fill? Ah, there's the water fill point right there in front of us, so we can just do a loop. Except that I need to get a little bit closer to it, which means that it might be more difficult to use the other one. I'm 90% certain that we need to get onto that one in order to be able to unload, because I'm pretty sure that's water. I might be wrong on this. I might be completely wrong. Go there. No, it's not having it yet. Okay, maybe that's not water. That one there might not be water. I've seen fill points like this before. I did have them on, I don't know, I've used another map where I have had a fill point like this before. I've got a door here, and that actually looks like it's not a water trough down there, so I'm thinking that's not an option for us to use there. Let me just open this door. I'll open the other door as well. We'll keep these doors open, and then we can just come up back and straight the way through. And we'll assume that we've got like electric fences on here for the cattle, which will make life a lot easier for us. And then, well, if that's not where the water, you'd really think that that would be the water there, wouldn't you? Let's put this one on a minute, and then we can just have a little run around. So grain, you definitely tip grain in there. That's got to be where you tip the grain in there. And then, right, hang on a minute. There was another option there. I had an option. It changed. Changed the option just now. Nope. It had something there. Or did I'm not really sure what I was looking at. I thought it moved. I thought it did something different. Maybe not. Right. So we've only got that there. So maybe there's some water over there. And we've got the feeder here. That's a little bit too far away now. It's coming down that way. I don't think there's anything over there. Let's come back over this way. We've got another grain storage here. So that would be a long-term grain storage in that one. And then you've also got the grain store there. Well, that's actually putting grains into them. And I'm assuming that you put food into the troughs in here. Let's just run in here with the water, and we'll see what that one does, because there doesn't seem to be any other options anywhere else. So if it's not going into that tank there, I'm disappointed it doesn't go in that tank. I've got to be honest. I thought that would have been the one to use. Maybe we've just got to go up one of these runs here. Let's back that one round. So that wouldn't be for slurry. It makes sense that would be for water, though. I don't get why it's not. Ah. But hang on. Why aren't you tipping? I'm pressing my tip button, and it's not doing the whole tip thing, even though the tip is there. Let me try pressing... No. Try pressing R. No. Okay, I've got no clue. Unload. I. Press I. There is no unload. There's something is not right here. I don't have an unload option anymore. You know, now that I think about it, we don't actually have any animals in here. That might have something to do with it. So maybe we need to... I've probably got several of you sort of just face palming at the moment. It's like, oh, for goodness sake, Frith, are you really that stupid? Yes, I am. Yes, we've already established this through long sort of episodes, episode after episode after episode. I have thoroughly and permanently established to you all that yes, I am indeed that stupid. So let's just go and have a look and see if buying animals makes any kind of noticeable difference to being able to put water in for said animals. You really can get a fantastic turn of speed out of this thing. I know that this is quite an old Fastrac, and there are much better, faster, well, much newer versions available. The bigger engines on them do make a bit of a difference, but even there, even so, the engine on this thing is still pretty impressive. We got the 75k box on it, So we can just come whizzing in round there. Obviously, we don't need to look round corners or anything because we've got like a GPS system that just tells us where everybody is. Something along those lines. So just imagine whatever you will with that one. We had someone standing on the corner holding traffic for us. Let's have a look now. We've got the options for... really? Is that all we got? Where's animal transport then? Oh, is that under miscellaneous? The basic animal transport's not even in there. Must be under... Hang on. Here. Is it in here? No. That's the basic... No. I thought the basic animal transport was... That's the basic animal transport right there. Why is that one a mod? Oh, right. The map has changed it. They've actually... I thought there was another one. They've changed it on the map. They've actually built in a different one. They've, like they did with the van as well. It's like a mod that's been put into the basic map. So you've got to use one of these two. You can't use the other ones. You've got to use one of these. So we'll use a small one here. So you've got sheep, cattle, pigs. And then you've got... Is that like grown beef animals and young calves? And then... bigger pigs? I'm not really sure. Let's get that one anyway. We'll buy that one right there. And I think we have to go to the animal market. I don't think there is anywhere else that you can go. So that's the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to jump into here and we're going to load that one and then we're going to go to the animal market. Now, I don't know how you go about getting the Mutterrind, which was the mother cows. I've no idea about that, but we'll have a look at that as well. There's going to be another thing that we need to see. We need to figure out how to get over to the animal dealership, and I'm not quite sure of the way that we need to go. Think we just want to go straight up this road. It's over the other side of the town. So we come up through here, and from here I'm not quite sure. There's definitely somewhere that we got to go. See, I'm right on the ball. I am today. If we're gonna go, we've definitely got to go somewhere. See, that's logic. It's unassailable logic. That is absolutely unassailable. Nobody can question the rigid logic of my reasoning that if we want to get somewhere, we have to go somewhere. Although, actually, I think we need to go on to the next one. I do think we need to go on to the next one. Looking at that little map right there. And if I do that, it's actually quite tricky to see what I'm doing with that one. So we're going to come on to this now. There we go. Ooh. Don't go too fast. There. Now, we can come sliding on up this road, and so that's the pig place that you sort of start with right in there. And someone was telling me that they've actually played this map on multiplayer, and it works really, really well with multiplayer because you've got all of these different things everywhere. So you can have like 3 or 4 different players, all with a different farm each, and it works out really well. It's great fun to play like that. Turns out that maybe we should have taken the first turning. So I think it would have come up there, although, you know, I'm not actually quite sure. We'll go back down that way and we'll see what it does. So we want to come in here. I think we'll go in this way. And then we can go all the way round, like this. And we want to back into that shed right there. I have already seen the animal shed a little bit. So we can come up to there. And then I'm just going to turn off that beacon a minute. And then we can come around here. And I'll also take that cover off a second as well. Back round this way. And then keep back in, but we need to turn at the same time. And get that trailer going in there. But because the trailer doesn't turn particularly sharp, it's not going to get round a corner that it should, in real life, be able to get round. So I always feel like I'm sort of not driving very well. But then I realised that actually the corner that we're able to turn on some of the trailers is reduced, and so then I don't feel quite so bad about my driving skills. It's just a thing that I do. Now let's bring that in there like that, because this is also the bale sell point in here as well. If I stop there, you can have a look at this sign over here. Look there, Tierenkauf and Tierverkauf. Don't know what those two mean, but we'll see. Let's go to... If I press R, there we go. Right, I've got... Scroll over. I didn't realise you could do this. I didn't realise you could scroll sideways like this. So you've got beef, mother pig, You got your normal sheep, cow, and pig right there. And then we've got mother pig right there, which we don't want. You've got beef right there. And then you've got cattle. I don't know which one it is that we want. I think the cattle is the beef the one that we're selling? I don't know. I really don't know now. Because we got cow right there. That's 5,000. Cattle 2,500. Beef 3,500. I'm gonna buy, because that on the symbol on there, that's small. So I'm assuming that's calves that you buy. So this one here, I'm assuming is the bigger ones, but I'm still not sure which ones I need to be buying. So I think, well, if we start with some calves, I don't know if we need to have mother cows as well. We've got mother pig there, so if we're like breeding from. If we go for some beef cow, we'll go for some of those as well. We'll do a load of each, and we'll see what difference this makes. So that looks like small, and that looks like a bigger one. So let's buy 6 of these. Confirm. Do you really want to buy 6 animals? Yes. So I genuinely, at the moment, I got no idea if this is the ones we want for our beef unit that we've got over the other side. So we're going to carry these all the way back over there, and then when we've done that, we've actually got to find a place to unload them as well. And that's going to be the other difficult thing, is I don't even know where we're supposed to put them. And so we may have like a minute or two where we've got to just sort of struggle and find somewhere to put them. If this car would just slow down a little bit and let us pass. We're driving a Fastrac here. That means that we've got a good turn of speed on us, so you have to let us through. We have priority for once. We're the best ones. There we go. We can come right through there. And, so we do want to turn there, but we wanted to turn off immediately as well. So we'll have to remember that on the return journey. Come whizzing down through here. It's a lot quicker if we go this way, rather than a detour right the way across town and back again. We can come up through here. We've got water now. We've got a source of water. We know where the water is. We've found the cows, but we're not quite sure which ones we need to be using, because I'm not sure what the Mutter cows and the other cows' whole thing is. I don't really understand that bit at the moment. I'm hoping that all will become clear. And then we come in here, and now can I actually put these cows anywhere? And where do I unload cows? Let's open this one. What have we got in here? This is... I think this is just like a storage place. I can't go through that door. And we come out here. So there's nothing out this side anywhere for like unloading cattle. There's nothing marked for unloading cattle. So I'm going to make the assumption that we've got to drive in here somehow and unload. So I'm thinking that we may have to go to this inside one here. At least it looks like that would be easier for the fences at least. Whether that's actually the case, I'm not really sure. But we'll come in. We'll go right into that inner one. And then... So we got Mutterind and Rinder. And that's the bit that I'm sort of... Mutter is mother. I was already told this. I was told this when we were looking at the pigs. Mutter. Mutter Schwein and then Schwein or something like that. So Mutter is mother. So I've remembered that much from my German lessons from everybody. And this is the bit. Look, see, you can't turn, and the trailer should be able to turn that distance. So, well, we'll drive through this first one, and we'll see if we can do anything in there. Whether this is mother cows. Look. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I need to get out to see this, don't I? Mutterind. 50 pieces. Does that mean I have to get 50 mother cows in here, and then they'll start producing the beef cows, or is it the other way round? Like, do I just buy the calves and fatten them up here? Is this like a fattening unit? I don't really know. Let's bring them in here and see if we get an unload symbol anywhere. I have no unload symbol. Still have no unload symbol. I'm pressing the unload button as we go through. Nothing has happened. Still nothing has happened. And nothing has happened out that end either. Right. I will try backing up. Ooh, there's a gate there. Maybe that's where we're supposed to unload them from. I'm going to go backing down this one because I reckon maybe this is the one that we've got to use. I've genuinely got no idea at the moment. What I might do is I might leave this until next week so I got a chance for everybody to tell me where everything's supposed to go. I mean, I did say the other thing we're going to do is we are going to try a load of the other animals as well, just to see if those do anything. Maybe those are the ones that I'm supposed to be bringing over. I bring over the beef animals and fill the place up with them. And then these... Alright, option 2. We can't unload them here. I don't know where else we might be able to unload them. I suppose we could just try backing up to that gate right there and see if that does anything. That gate does indeed open. So there's the last option there, as we'll back up to that gate and we'll see if that gives us any satisfaction whatsoever. If it does not, then we will be moving on. Right. There is nothing. Even, I mean, you can load these up. You don't have to lower it down. So I'm assuming that that is the case on here. We'll close this one up, and I'm just going to make the assumption that we're actually about to get our first cows. I did intend to do this later in the summer, not in the early spring. But, you know, if that's how it's going to work out, then that's how it's going to work out. So we'll run this over to our cattle unit, and then we will go back over and we will get some more cows. So maybe this is the ones that are ready for selling, and you get these and you can like transfer them over so that they're milk cows ready to go. Okay, I'm quite glad we've got this Fastrac because it is quite simply fast. It's absolutely brilliant. This thing is just belting along the roads without any problems whatsoever. It's not even breaking into the slightest sweat. At the speeds that we're attaining as we go herring along the fields is absolutely wonderful. Now, where do we fill the cows from? This is going to be the next thing, is where do I put the cows in? I've got a sign here. What does that say? Tier laid zone. Is that maybe the unload? We got the water thing up there. Ah, that one does open. So I can move that one around. Actually, I can keep both of them open if I want to. I don't need to keep that one open. And then there's another one over here. This, I'm not quite sure. Oh, this would be slurry. Surely. Okay, well, I thought it would be slurry, but it might not be. So I would guess that the actual unloading zone for the cows is going to be there in the gateway. I think that's probably what it's indicating. So if we come around here, we should just get a symbol on our trailer. If we've got the right cows, we may have the wrong cows altogether. This may just be cows that we're supposed to sell, and there isn't actually anything else that we can do with them. So let's bring them up to this point and see what this does. Have we got anywhere that we can put cows? There's nothing there yet. I'm lowering it down. I've lowered it down. Nope. Lift it up a bit. Put it right in the field. Maybe that'll do it. Nothing there. Alright, now we'll try backing it round the corner slightly and into there. Maybe that'll do it. There's got to be somewhere that you could... Unless it's entirely possible that you can't just go and buy animals direct. That I would believe. You know, the way these tricky maps is made, it's entirely possible there you can't just go and press... Oh. Right, well, I can buy cows direct if I come here, and that is just ordinary cows. So I'm not allowed to unload those cows here. There isn't an option for unloading these cows here anywhere, which means that these, we don't seem to have anything we can do with them. So if I can stand in that doorway and I can unload and load cows, these cows, I must have the wrong ones. I'm assuming that I've got the wrong ones, because we've got a sign here that says quite clearly, Tierkauf Tierlader Zone. Lader Zone? Is that loading? I'm assuming that Lader Zone is loading. Something like that. It's got to be related to loading. So let's go and see if we can find any such signs in this one. Right, I'm going to go there. And hang on, what's this? Oh, close gate. Let me go to R. Right, pressing R doesn't do anything there. What about in this doorway? Nope. I'm going to go up through here, and I'm just keep pressing R as I go round. Maybe this is going to tell me, because I can't get the water to unload. We had water, and it wouldn't allow me to unload the water, and I reckon that's because we don't have any animals in here. And I need to find out how to get the animals in here. Oh, hang on. We have calves right here. Is this anything to do with it? These calf crates. if I was to bring young stock there, I think I've got the wrong animals. That's what I think. I think I got the wrong animals. But if I've got those, how am I? Yeah, I'm confused. All right, let's go back to you. We're going to run this one up to the... Oh, hang on. Is there another store here somewhere? Is there another place I can put animals? Or is it just the one? I don't know if there's like a finishing unit here somewhere. I don't think there is. Right, we'll take these back to that store, and then we'll see what we're going to do next. We're going to attempt coming in this way this time. We'll come in there like that, and we'll come down to here, and then we'll just back in round and hope that we can do it. So if you're selling hay and straw, there's no using massive, great big road trains on this map. Not if you've got to back everything into this gateway right here. So let's do that, and we will sell these. So 2,500 each, because you get 1,800 per animal. Confirm. There. Right, and then I can go back to here, and I can slide this one along, and I go beef. So the beef animal here is 3,500, but that looks like it's a young animal. So surely, if we buy... I don't know how this works. Unless, like, we just fill the place up with those, and then we get a steady supply of beef animals coming out, or get cattle coming out. I don't know. Right, well, we'll go with these to start with. There's 21,000 right there. Let's get these, and... Well, that's the same animal, but according to the symbol, it's different, right? So... The picture, what they look like in the trailer is a little bit different to what they actually are. But that's fine. I don't really care about that. I can cope with that. All right, come racing up through here. It really is like driving some sort of speed car, this one. Speed car? Racing car. Racing car would be the word I'm looking for. Yeah, speed car, whatever next. So yeah, we're driving our speed car all the way along here with our Joskin trailer full of cattle on board. And we want to come up to this bit right here. Come whizzing in through here. Now, I think that the calf crates on the outside might be something to do with where we unload them. I mean, I might be completely wrong on this bit as well. But I am wondering if maybe... What's going to do with that? Okay, maybe not. Right, well, if it's not that... I haven't seen anywhere else that sort of indicates that I might be allowed to unload them. Is there anything at all that is... I'm missing something here. Most of you are probably watching this episode thinking, oh, you've done it again, Frith. You've spent an entire episode fumbling around like some sort of moronic clown, and you haven't actually achieved anything other than figuring out 300 ways in which not to do something. Yes, I have done it again. I've figured out many ways in which not to purchase cattle for this farm. It would be quite nice if I could also figure out how to purchase cattle for this farm. I feel that that would also be a step in the right direction. I don't just have to figure out ways not to do things. Figuring out ways to do things would be a little bit of a bonus. Maybe there is another cattle shed here. Maybe I'm overlooking something. I'm genuinely not sure. We've got sheds here. We've got silos here. We've got... there's a nice house here. Yeah, I don't care about the house. I don't want the house. I've got all sorts. I got more bits in there, and then I got another building there. Why is there... Is that a slurry tank there? That looks like a hayloft right there. Can I... That doesn't actually open, but that looks very similar to the hayloft that Sinikadu got in his map. So is this actually a working hayloft? Of course, his one, you drove in underneath it to be able to access the actual hay that came out. Is this a working hayloft, or is this like a relic of bygone ages that is no longer used? It's entirely possible that this is a relic and is no longer used. And let's have a look in here. I got a shed here, which is... Well, I don't actually know what this is. And then I've got... Ooh. Right, how do I get down here? There. Okay, I managed to get down through there. And... There's things here buried in underneath, and I've got a horrible feeling that I may be stuck here for all eternity because I can't get up the ladder. Yep. Okay, I'm stuck here for all eternity in underneath the floor. So we'll just jump out like that. You know, if you were using a mod where you can't actually teleport or jump, you'd be kind of stuck on that little bit there, wouldn't you? There is such a mod. I know there is such a mod. Well, let's have a look at the gate here a minute. We'll try this. Maybe this is the option that we need. But at the moment, I am fast losing hope that I'm ever going to be able to unload any of my animals. And what I think that I will do is that I will stop this episode with the animals still in the trailer, so that we've got a bit of time between now and next week to figure out how I unload the cattle. I want to get cattle. We bought this farm, so where do I put them? Where do I put the cows that are going to be rather crucial to the running of this farm? I've got animals here. Nothing's happening. I'm pressing buttons. I'm backing all the way down here. I've not seen any lower livestock trail. Let's try lowering it. Maybe that does it. Maybe I've just overlooked that. Unload. Nope. Detach. Close cover. Lift livestock trailer. Stop there. Nope. Something to do with this middle piece. I bring that one in round there. Can't imagine it would be that difficult to do it. They wouldn't make it that tricky to kind of figure out. There's got to be something here that something obvious that I'm overlooking. It's the bit that's frustrating me, is there's got to be something fairly simple for getting these in here. What about there? Nope. Maybe it's back a bit. Now, I had an unload... Well, I didn't have an unload option. But I don't even have a dialogue here. That's the thing that's confusing me, is that I don't have a dialogue box for opening anything, right? I come in here, it says close the gates. I'm running along here. I got no dialogue box for opening or buying any stock. And that's the bit that's like frustrating me now. Because I got nothing here anywhere. Maybe I've got to come in here and when I look there, light switch on, off. Nothing there. Right, there's no dialogue boxes along here anywhere. Go into the middle. Again, still nothing. I mean, R is the dialogue box to open for normal animals. That's not giving me anything. I thought it would be these, but no, it's not those either. And doesn't appear to be anything over this way either. I had no option on that one. I think that is to do with the water, but it looks like you've got to unload the water in here. And then you come around this way. There's no dialogue box here anywhere. Looks like it's just a shed in here. Right, I am genuinely flummoxed on this one. I really have no clue what we're supposed to do. I'm really quite confused. I thought that it'd be fairly straightforward, but apparently it's not. Nothing is straightforward. Life is a mystery. Life is a great mystery. So if we can't do that, there is one other thing I would like to do before we stop this episode. So I'm actually gonna raise that one back up again. Put cover on there so that they're sheltered from the sun. I'll turn that off. They can wait there a minute. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this one and we're gonna head back over to the dealership. We're gonna get a very simple trailer. We're gonna get a few bales. I think the trailer I'm after can take 24 bales. So I want to get, actually, I can't remember the groups of bales, but I'm going to get some straw and some hay so that we can put those in for the cattle, and then they've got something once they get started. So we need to go into baling technology right here, and we have got my favorite bunch of trailers, this little group right here. Now, there is a link to these in the description down below. And I think this is actually a Modhoster one that doesn't have a clean link to it. But anyway, these are actually worth it as far as I'm concerned. You do have the transport runner here, which is a UAL. That's a short one. There is another one as well. That one right there. Both universal auto load, and they're both off of ModHub. So you can use those if you want. I quite like these trailers. I really do. So you got design, or you got the ladders on them as well. I'm just going to buy a flat design like that. There we go. Okay, back and back again. And then we go here into pallets, and we scroll along, and we've got the bales. Straw bales, more straw bales, hay, more hay, and silage. So what I want is you get 8 at a time on here, and I think what I actually want is 1 lot of that and 2 lots of that to make 24 bales. I think my trailer takes 24 bales. I might be wrong on this. If it doesn't take 24, I'm going to be left with bales just kicking around here, which is not really what I want. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure it does take 24 bales. We'll see. We're about to find out. So you back that one up onto there, and then this little auto load right here, we can go onto there and make sure that we've got the right. We've got square bales on there. Press Z to change. So you've got round bales, 1.4 HD pallets. Now the HD bales on here, they're slightly the wrong size. They are a little bit of a nuisance, but generally speaking, most of it's all right. And then you go work position to start them loading, and yeah. I do have 24 bales on here. Yes, I do. There, see, exactly 24 bales. And what I always do when I'm using this one is I unload. So you just press Y to unload. B actually selects where you unload. So side, behind, and then the final option is on the trailer. That's also the first default one. So press Y to unload, like that. And that unloads it onto the trailer, because if I load it and then I put the straps on, it puts the straps in underneath the bales. You can't even see them there. So take the straps off, and then I will unload onto the trailer, like that, and then put straps on this time, and they go up over the top of the bales rather than underneath the bales, because the auto load removes the bales from the map. They're no longer actual entities on the map. What they are instead is it's just like a number on the trailer, and you've got a visual to represent it, but it doesn't. The bale itself doesn't actually exist on the map, and it's only after you unload the trailer that it puts the bales back onto the map. It's a very basic description of how it works, and probably a fairly basic description of my understanding of how it works, I should say, because the actual way it works is probably a little bit different to that even. But anyway, that's roughly what it does. So that's why the straps, if you have the auto load still running and then you put the straps on, the straps will just go along the bottom of the trailer. You don't need to strap bales down at all when you're using the auto load, because they're not there. It won't tip. It's not possible with the auto load on for them to, unless you've actually physically unloaded the trailer, it's not possible for the bales to fall off the trailer. They're just a visual representation. They're not actually there on the map at all. So we'll just get this one up this way, and I'm not going to start unloading these bales. I'm just going to leave them on the trailer here in the farm, and we'll start looking at those at the beginning of next week. So my question for this week is, what do you want to do for the next 4-week session after the 4 weeks that we're on right now? Do you want us to stay here on Stappenbach for another 4 weeks, or would you rather move on to Horsch Agrovation? We could move on to Welker Farms, we could move to Valley the Old Farm, or we could move to Lone Oak Farm. It is your vote, it is your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. You can either tell me how much of a moron I've been in the comments section and tell me which animals I'm supposed to be using and how I get animals into this place right here, or I will do my absolute best to make sure I know. Well, I will find out before next week. I will find out how I'm supposed to get animals in here by next week. It'd probably be easier if you just tell me. It's generally just easier. So yeah, head into the comment section, tell me how much of an idiot I've been, and then clarify just how simple it is to get the animals unloaded here, and then we can sort of all move on and pretend none of this ever happened. And if you enjoyed the episode, despite my bumbling, then please head into the comment section down below and let us know. Most importantly, though, please head down below and give us a like. That is extremely useful. It does make a significant difference when you give me a like on the video. It's all to do with how YouTube promote videos and promote other people's videos and so on and so forth. So those likes that you give me, they do significantly help the channel out every single time, and I always really appreciate it. And if you particularly enjoyed it, then please tell your friends about me. Get them to come and watch me as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.